is. Oh, he's got the smile already.
Boy, you better be ready for this shit, boy.
Are you guys ready for this week? Are y'all ready to get your ass whooped on
No.
Sunday?
The question is, are you fucking ready? Don't forget,
ready.
we had
That's
8
ready.
guys missing. We had 8 guys missing in that game. Don't say just JJ Watt for you. That don't mean fucking shit.
Different story.
Fucking
Now
shit.
the playoff time.
Really
Bill
just got done
O'Brien
explaining everything we
He'll
need
be
to
like
say.
Bill Belichick.
No, you ain't doing shit, my dude. Nah.
Your defense is old and decrepit. They're not going to be able to stop.
What? Our defense is old? What?
Yeah,
What?
your defense.
Bro, no. Who on our defense is above 30?
Y'all ain't gonna be able to beat us, bro. Because I'm telling you, Deshaun Watson gonna run. I mean, y'all couldn't stop it the last time when we played y'all. Y'all couldn't stop Deshaun Watson when he was breaking out the run.
Oh
Hey,
Jesus!
kid, remember what you told CA. Don't take the bait. Just
I'm
listen
not
to him.
taking no bait. I'm not taking no bait. I'm ready for this
Your
Sunday.
defense is
I'm
gonna
ready.
get tired out. It's gonna get
My
really tired out.
ass. No, your defense will get tired out because your secondary is a trash pile. You know
Secondary.
it. You know it.
Nah.
Your secondary sucks.
Did you not see that JJ Watts is back?
I told you, Urag. I told you that some bitches will say that.
Unblocked. He got 1 sack and he was unblocked.
Well, like I said, my boy JJ Watt will be
The
back.
1 sack that he got. Did you see how many times Deshaun Watson got sacks last week?
Okay, we got sacked a couple times. Okay. It
How
happens.
about get rid of the damn ball? Get rid of the damn ball.
No, he will. He will to Kenny Stills. Wait and see. Kenny Stills.
Kenny Stills. Oh God. Kenny Stills is your 4th option.
D-Hop.
Bro, we're not scared of you, bro. We ain't
Hey,
scared enough.
y'all better hope Will Fuller don't play. Y'all better hope that motherfucker don't play.
Who? Fuller?
Will Fuller.
He is playing. I don't care. He played the first game. He played the first time. What did he do the first time? What did he do the first time?
I don't know if Will Fuller is 100% healthy.
Well, if he comes back, man, y'all are in trouble.
How? What did he do first game?
That's like
What did he
D-Hop out there.
What did he do the first game? What did D-Hop and
D-Hop out there twice. Like
what did D-Hop and Will Fuller do the first time around?
It didn't matter. They're gonna do a lot more in this game.
Boy,
We're on a hot streak right now.
and we're not. We it's not like we've won 6 games in a row here. I mean, come on.
Now, given credit, Kansas City is a new team, so I'm expecting you guys are going to play us a lot better than you did the last time.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There's no blowouts in this game.
We're going to destroy you. That's all there is to it.
What? Where do you go off thinking that?
No.
Push up.
Huh?
I
I'll
wish
be quiet.
I wish you got into the live stream earlier because I just got done explaining all this shit for
Okay,
like the
well,
past
then just
20
give me the
minutes.
short version. Just give me the short version. How you going to stop Deshaun Watson?
Steven,
Really?
the only category that your team is better than us is overall rushing like offense. Otherwise, we own you in every other category there is possible in the NFL.
Okay, but when it comes down to this one game on Sunday, you got to do all that in the game, though.
And do you
Yeah,
think
I know.
Carlos Hyde's going to have 125 rush yards again? Nah.
The
Chris
pass game
Jones?
will make up for it, though.
Didn't have Chris Jones. Didn't have Anthony Hitchens. Didn't have Reggie Ragland. Frank Clark was playing with an injury. So, nah. Patrick Mahomes wasn't even fully healthy, bruh. Nah.
Yeah, I understand that, but this is going to be – and he was hobbling in that game. So you got to watch out. You got to hope he don't take a sack.
Oh, Jesus.
Gotta get
I
that-
ain't worried about the
get that guy
fucking
again.
– You got to worry about not taking sacks there, Mr. Hold on to the ball too long, Deshaun Watson.
Hey, look, man, when y'all see that ball going deep and then D-Hop just stretching over like Odell Beckham, you're going to be like,
Fuck. What's Tyreek Hill going to do to your damn secondary then? Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
we're going to put Pedro on him. Jonathan Joseph with 15
It'll burn
years.
him. It'll burn them like fucking burnt toast.
Hey, don't bring up Jonathan Joseph in this live stream, Steven. All right?
Joseph.
The last
Oh,
time,
hell no.
listen. The last time you brought up Jonathan Joseph, what did Keenan Allen do to him?
2 touchdowns.
I'm just saying.
on Joseph. Yeah.
197 yards. Something.
Yeah.
Oh, don't jinx yourself. I'm trying to help you. Don't bring up Jonathan Jones.
Okay, then we'll put Bradley Roby on him.
You know what? Damn, you got the garbage of the AFC West over there because you got
I told you.
Bradley
You got Gary
Roby
on
and
Conley. Gary on Conley.
There you go.
Wow. Look, y'all got to remember something. Look, with the bad head coach that we got that doesn't make any adjustments in the second half, burning timeouts and challenges, all those discrepancies, and we still are at this position. In this position right now.
True.
That's because your division sucks.
With an average head coach at best.
True.
Again, it took a fucking miracle. It took a fucking miracle for the Texans to win that game.
You know,
I gave myself up, referee, even though you didn't. Should have been a Bills touchdown.
We can go in that game without a head coach and probably still got a chance to win.
Fuck.
Yes.
Boy, you got a lot to learn, son. You got a lot to learn.
Okay, so let's get to it. Dog food or push-ups?
No dog food. No.
Because here's gonna be the problem. If your defense allows Deshaun Watson to break out for runs, it's gonna tire you guys out. So I just hope if you don't, all I gotta say is you shut down the run of Deshaun Watson. You shut down his ability to break out because he's almost like Lamar Jackson. The same, almost.
Dude, no, stop.
Yes.
He
You
does.
should go look at the Chiefs game from week 3 or week 4 against the Ravens, and you'll see whether we can stop that type of stuff or not.
Okay, well, I have to go back and check it.
Yeah, it was 24-6 at halftime. So you know.
Okay, y'all were beating the Ravens at halftime?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, granted, they went to their fucking.
Okay, the last game y'all played us, y'all did jump out to 14-0 lead, I think, wasn't it? I think it was 14-0, 10-0. It was a 2-score lead.
The last game? No, we didn't.
When we played y'all, right? Y'all were up by like 2 touchdowns, right?
No. This last game against you this year?
Yeah,
No.
this year.
No, I don't remember that.
Okay.
Were we?
Yeah, I think y'all were beating us by 2 touchdowns because I had that as a loss, and then we came back and barely won.
Fuck, I don't remember.
I
don't remember that.
Let me go check before I stick my foot in my mouth.
May have been. I thought it was like 10.
Actually, we were by up 2 touchdowns. We were up 17-3, actually.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Yeah,
and I had that as a loss. I was actually going to crow at halftime. That's how I knew. That's how I remember that because I said, "Yeah, you're up 17-3 with the ball," and then that's when our defense was able to get some stops and our offense was able to make some plays. All I'm saying is that if Deshaun Watson can break out with those runs and he can tires that Kansas City defense out, I think we got a really good chance to make this a close game. And if it's a close game, it could be a winnable game. I just hope it's not going to be in the essence of us being down by 2 touchdowns early in the game like last time. Because I think if the Chiefs go up 2 or 3 touchdowns in the game, I don't think we're coming back.
No, you're done. If you fall behind by 2 or more scores early, fuck it, you're done.
10-0, 14. Yeah, I'll agree with that.
But no, I'm not worried about this game, man.
Okay, but there's pressure under you guys too because y'all guys haven't won a playoff game in a long time. I don't know what year it was.
What? We just won one last year. What do you mean? We beat the Colts last year in this game.
Was that about winning playoff games for the Chiefs, dude? The Chiefs haven't won a Super Bowl in 50 fucking years, man. So
we never even been
about the last time a playoff game was won. We're not worried about winning playoff games, man. We're trying to win a fucking ring here.
All right, fair enough. Like I said, we've never been to an AFC championship game, and that dates all the way back to 1960. Well, AFL titles, if you count them, that's fine, but nobody counts those. So, yeah, since when we merged with the NFL, was it 68, 69, or 71, every one of those years, yes, we have never been to a Final Four. We've been to a Final Four with the Oilers, but in 78, 79, but we've never been to the Super Bowl. And the Texans never been to an AFC championship game. So, yeah, in that sentence, yes, I'll give you that. We've never been to AFC.
And it'll continue this year.
hey, look, listen, there's 8.
I'll be right back.
There's 8 good teams in the playoffs right now that could – any one of those 8 can win the Super Bowl. I think the only odd man out is Tennessee.
Nah, I don't know about Tennessee, bro. I can see Tennessee going in there and beating Baltimore, dude. I could.
I hope 7 DB. Like I said.
7 DBs.
I got to see Lamar Jackson winning the playoffs first.
All right, well, like I said, when my defense freaking shuts Mahomes down again, man, I'm gonna be seeing some rants from you.
No, he's 100%. He's 100%.
Okay.
You ain't stopping shit.
We're gonna stop fucking Mahomes. We're gonna hold him to 4 yards.
No, you aren't.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Yes,
Jesus Christ, he's gonna throw for at least 250. At least 250. At least.
1 TD, 3 picks.
At least 250,
Three
really?
picks. Three
That's
picks.
it?
No, I said at least
who did you say
250.
you got to throw for 350? Oh,
I said at least
that's
250.
it? Lamar,
No.
Seven DBs. There we go.
Yeah, that's how you beat Lamar Jackson.
You know what,
7 DBs.
Steven?
But
Lamar Jackson. Hey, but Steven, if your head coach was smart, he would look at the Chargers game tape, see what we're doing on defense, and mirror it. Just to contain them. That's all you got to do.
Hey man, I'm not looking for any excuses.
But listen, what happened here? Why did it go black? Are you guys there?
nothing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It just went quiet. What were you saying, Steven? My bad. Oh,
No, I was letting you talk.
go ahead. You know what? What's really frustrating that I'm sitting here and got to talk about the draft when I could say people need to look at what the Chargers did defensively to beat certain teams, and it is what it is. Whatever. Fuck off. I'll be quiet.
You can look at all that Charger tape you want against the Chiefs. They only beat us once in how many years?
Like I said, I think this is our first time ever meeting the playoffs.
He's like, go ahead, Steven. Go ahead.
You guys play in the playoffs?
We swept the division and we don't even care.
Oh no, they did beat us. No, they did beat us in our house, like 27.
30,
right?
30 to nothing. 30 to nothing.
30 to, yeah,
that was with Alex Smith.
I know, and that loss still gets to me.
Brian Hoyer threw 5 interceptions.
Niall Davis, opening kickoff return.
I remember that. You guys did kick our ass, man.
Yeah. And that was Bill O'Brien the coach then? Yes.
Yeah. Like I said, this is gonna be a tough game. I'm not even guaranteeing victory in this. I said this is gonna be a good
talking
game.
Like it. You're talking like it's a guaranteed victory.
I have the confidence that we're gonna be balling.
Oh, so you want to do the 50 push-up bet again with Erag? Are you that confident?
I don't know, like what bet proposals do y'all have? I'm not doing dog food. I learned my lesson.
No, do the 50 push-up bet again with Erag like you did the first time around.
50 push-ups, that's it?
I'm good. I did that already. I'm good.
So Casey Kidd brought it up. Let's go, Casey Kidd. Take that 50 push-up bet.
You got to speak for yourself on a bet. You can't be speaking for somebody else.
Fuck me, dude.
Yep.
Either way, you get two big
there
guys.
You go.
How about this? 25. How about this? We'll make it easy. 25 push-ups to the loser.
I'm in. I can deal with that.
Okay, let's do 25.
You're in. I got you. I think I can muster up 25 push-ups. I can do 25. It might take me 5 minutes, but I might do. Double DeAndre Hopkins. Make Will Fuller beat you. Don't let DeAndre Hopkins beat you.
Fair enough.
Get after Deshaun Watson. Sack him 4 or 5 times. Make him force a couple turnovers, and just don't do anything. Just don't do anything stupid offensively. That's it. That's it.
Okay. What about on the offensive side of the ball?
That's why I said don't do anything stupid, and you're good.
Okay, Andy.
All right, so
don't let Andy Reid ruin the.
Oh my God.
We're gonna have to find a way to get pressure to Deshaun Watson. If we could get pressure on the Deshaun Watson, then I think we should be good. But offensively, we're gonna have to do our own things, passing the ball and all this other stuff. And I think we're able to do that because, like I said, Houston's secondary it's pretty weak. So I think Mahomes might have a big day on that passing game. And especially with him fully healthy, Hill healthy, Sammy Watkins healthy, and all these other receivers healthy. So that might be an advantage for the Chiefs. Mm-hmm. But like I said, defensively, we're going to have to find a way to get pressure to Deshaun Watson. And I think that'll be how can I say it? Because, like, if we could get pressure to Deshaun Watson, then I think this Chiefs team could definitely make it a close one like they did, in Week 6. So those are my keys.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Erag, the floor is yours.
It's my turn?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, well, right out of the gate, I mean, if I'm Andy Reid, I just start testing the playbook in every which way possible, with short passes, long passes, those jet sweeps and screens and all kinds of just crazy shit from the get-go, stuff that you really haven't seen too much of all year long. Test Houston's defense, try and find their weaknesses, get up early, be ahead as fast as possible and force the Texans to play from behind. And that's inevitably how the Chiefs win a lot of games, is by forcing a lot of teams to make mistakes. And fortunately for the Chiefs offense, that's a very easy thing to do, simply just because of the fact that they have Andy Reid, who can just draw up all these nutty fucking plays, and they have Patrick Mahomes to execute them. Like I was saying a little earlier, the Chiefs run game is just so mystical and just mysterious right now. I think it's one of the better run games in all of the playoffs. You have McCoy, who hasn't played a game in a month. So the Texans have zero tape on him. They have no clue what's going to happen with him, what he's going to do, how he's going to be involved, yada, yada, yada. They've been pretty much surviving with Damian Williams carrying the load, getting better, making wonderful plays when we need him to. He's been the workhorse. And the Chiefs also have Darwin Thompson, who's just this tiny little guy that figures out a way to find the fucking hole and get 5 or 6 yards every time. And we haven't had to use him too much because we've just been surviving off Damian Williams, which is just good enough because, let's be honest, this offense totally revolves around Mahomes. He's the one that makes everything click, and it's just the way he passes the ball, the angles that he can hit, how he can turn broken plays into first downs. When I stare at 3rd and 18, I'm not worried because I know he's going to fucking just whoop, and it just goes 20, 25 yards, no problem. We have the speed. We have speed everywhere on offense. One of the main categories that the Chiefs lead in on offense is yards of separation for the receivers. These fucking guys just get open so easily. And as long as Mahomes can just, effectively just facilitate this football through the air and get it to these guys, they're going to move the ball up and down the field just no problem. So considering the fact that Houston's defense is honestly, Steven, not one of the best, I'm not really too worried about scoring 25 20, 25, maybe even 30 plus points against Houston, So that's pretty much the offensive side of the ball. Moving over to the defensive side of the ball, I mean, there's no joke. I mean, Houston's offense kicks ass, I would be proud to put that offense on the field every week.
Of course.
I feel like you're trying to find yourself at running back. I don't know if Carlos Hyde is really the answer. We got rid of him, if that means anything. We don't run the ball much, and we ditched Carlos Hyde. Not to say that he sucks. I don't know how well he's worked for you, but
pretty good.
I would say that. All right, well, that's good then for you at least. But I mean, he's no Derrick Henry,
of course.
But who is? I can't really use that as an argument, but at the end of the day, that means your running game, I guess you could say, is not that much scarier than ours. Because at the end of the day, you guys run just a little bit more than we do. But that's not the main thing that you do, because Deshaun Watson, he is what he is. He's your facilitator. He's your guy that racks up all those yards, all those touchdowns. I've seen him do it. You know what I mean? I've seen him whoop the Patriots' ass, with 4 or 5 touchdowns. It's a wonderful thing. So that he can do it. The difference is this time around is you're just going to see a Chiefs defense that has just been molded into something completely different from what you saw last time. Okay. You're not going up against a Bob Sutton defense that's like super predictable and doesn't make adjustments at halftime. Spagnuolo has got these players moving all over the place and just giving all these dudes different looks and moving Tyrann Mathieu up in the box more often is just
yeah, you got to watch Tyrann Mathieu.
He's causing ruckus. He knows all about you too. He can dump the bucket out and open up the book and be like, "Look, I was on this team last year. I know this, and this." Now, I guess a lot of that has to do with how much of the same players you have. Do you have the same defensive coordinator? All that shit. But I don't know. It's probably going to be a shootout. Let's be honest. Yeah. This is probably going to, like I said earlier, I think the over-under is 50 on this game. I would take the over, guaranteed. I don't see the score being 25-25. I don't see the score being Chiefs 30, Texans 20, Texans 30, Chiefs 20. I don't see that.
Yeah.
I see this being like 30-something, 30-something.
Oh, okay, in the 30s. Gotcha.
But we'll see how the Chiefs defense does. I mean, Arrowhead's hard to play at, dude. It's a really hard stadium to play at.
I think, in my personal opinion, there's more pressure for the Chiefs to win than for us, because I don't think we had expectations to get this far.
Sure, that's true.
And I think with the Chiefs, over the years that you guys lost some home games or whatever, then the blowing the big lead to the Colts and stuff like that, and that one playoff game. Yeah. And you're saying Patrick Mahomes is supposed to be the next greatest thing. Well, and that's fine. I see that being a foreseeable future, but I just think that you're going to need some playoff wins under your notch, and you're going to need a long. Honestly, I think there's more pressure for the Chiefs to make the Super Bowl than for the Ravens or for the Texans, even for the Titans.
Sure, because we were in the AFC Championship game last year. Of course, it's going to be the case. But
we like the pressure. We've been under it the whole time. And at the end of the day, Mahomes will perform under the pressure because he has. This time around, it's just different. We got a defense that can do something here, and it's not completely on his shoulders. Let's be honest. We made it to the second coin flip last year with this kid with the worst fucking defense in the league. What do you want me to say? I mean,
fair enough.
If a 50-50 coin flips a different way in the air, we get the ball, we go down the field, and we're in the Super Bowl.
That's what I was going to ask you guys. And the next question: if you guys win the toss, do you receive or do you kick?
Oh, we receive all day long.
You can have it.
You gotta take the ball.
I don't want it. You can have it.
So you're going to put.
Are you talking about the opening kickoff?
Yeah, the opening kickoff. You win.
Oh yeah, kick it. Yeah, kick it. Yeah, I thought you meant the overtime point flip.
We always defer.
Yeah, kick the ball away. Yeah, you can have it.
Nice.
I thought you were talking about the overtime coin flip. Like, fuck it, give me the fucking ball. Give me the fucking ball.
That's not even something that I think I've even seen Andy Reid ever fuck with. Whenever Andy Reid wins the toss, he always defers.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. No, we always want the ball to start second half. You can have it. You can have that shit first.
Go for two, Steven. That's all I'm going to say.
Faith in your defense, man. I like that. I like the confidence.
Of course. You got no reason not to be confident.
Just real quick. Let the loser chime in here for a second. So, you know how he said the Chiefs. So right now, the only two teams in the playoffs that were there last year is the Chiefs and the Seahawks. Well, the Seahawks were there last year, right?
Yeah.
Because the Packers weren't there last year. The Niners weren't there last year.
No.
Tennessee sure as fuck wasn't there last year.
Minnesota wasn't there either.
Oh, Baltimore was
at
there.
This point in time in the playoffs, you're saying?
No, I'm just saying in general. There was a lot of new teams this year in the playoffs that weren't there last year.
I mean, Baltimore was in the playoffs last year. They just didn't make it this far.
Yeah, Baltimore, you, and the Seahawks. As the remaining team.
Well,
Baltimore
Houston
and the Seahawks itself.
Houston was in the playoffs
last year?
Lost to the Colts.
Oh, yeah, we lost the Colts from wild card.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so all the AFC,
what's left?
Basically all the AFC teams were in the playoffs last year. That were this year.
Yeah.
No, not the Titans.
That was it.
Titans weren't there. Were they there?
No,
Titans weren't there last season.
They were the only team that did make it last year, and Buffalo. So those are the only two.
So, Casey Kid, who did y'all want more? Did y'all want the Texans to come into your house, or did you want New England?
That's a tough question. It really was.
The Patriots.
In my picks, I wanted the Texans here, but I really wanted the Patriots here just so we can in their fucking dynasty, so I can shove it up fucking Tyson's ass. Yeah.
Now the is that Brady's going to the Chargers next year.
He ain't going no damn Chargers.
Hey, I'm starting to come around to that. And I'll get to that in a minute. But go ahead.
The reason why they're saying that is because they're saying that, look at what LeBron James did. He's remarketing himself in the LA brand. They're saying Brady could do the same thing in that new stadium and sell tickets and stuff. And they were talking about
this is marketing strategy. Like, it's a whole different animal. He's going to be – how old is Brady next year? 43?
43.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, dude. I heard that LeBron comparison. But first of all, like, this is football as opposed to basketball. Brady, yes, he didn't have the weapons this year. And I did say, hey, he was able to chuck the ball down the field. It's just, and yeah, he's you got, dude, look at all the Patriot fans saying right now that, they'd be going for Chargers too, which I kind of think surprising, but I just don't see it, man. I really don't, but we'll see. Again, though, yeah, we might have better receivers. That's if we decide to bring back Hunter Henry, which there's no guarantee that's going to happen. And this offensive line, dude, we got to get that shit handled because Brady's going to get killed out there, dude. With this offensive line, that's when you know how fucking good you did have it when you come behind this offensive line, dude. He'll get murdered.
But LA Original, it would be
I know. I don't think he's going to go there because of that.
Add TB12 to the AFC West.
What's that?
I love to fucking slap him in his face twice a year.
Tom Brady to the TB12. Tom Brady 12 to the AFC West.
Bring him on. Come on down. He'll go 0-6.
And he's going to get home twice.
You know what, motherfuckers? I'll do the hat bet. With every one of you motherfuckers if we go 0-6 next year.
You ain't going
0-6.
You ain't going 0-6.
I'm not saying that.
God damn. No.
I don't want that bet.
Fucking with you.
No, thank you.
You'll go 0-2 against the
CA Sports. CA Sports is the one that keeps 0-6. And I said, all right, then let's do a hat bet. Well, I didn't say next year. I said this year.
Let me tell you, Brady revives your franchise. He goes to the Chargers. Now you're talking about all the TV fans supporting that, right? So they're going to the games to support Tom Brady, right? That's going to sell tickets. You market that in your new stadium. Now y'all got a new stadium, right? Look who's coming to the new stadium. We got Tom Brady on a 2-year deal. Starting 6-time Super Bowl winner, 9-time Super Bowl appearances. That's going to sell tickets. That is going to revive your franchise.
But, Steven, the thing, again, people are forgetting. That might work for the first game of the year. Then when Tom Brady's like, oh, fuck, I'm playing for the retarded Anthony Lynn, whatever fucking retard they're going to put in at offensive coordinator. I'm telling you, dude, it'll give buzz. I'll say that. But then when Brady starts struggling, then it's going to come. Brady's finished. I mean, you see it this year. Brady's finished.
But do you see
yes,
him going 4-12 in San Diego or LA? I meant 4-12, 6-10.
I think so, dude. We might. Look, if we get Brady in here, dude, he's not going to play a full season. I'll tell you that right now. He'll be knocked out. Dude, I'm just saying. It sounds nice.
Like Phillip Rivers all over again.
Yeah. Because I'm telling you, dude, it's like Phillip Rivers. Now, listen, I've said the thing is that people seem to forget is that this is exactly who Phillip Rivers been his whole career, pretty much. Okay. A turnover fucking machine, whether we had an offensive line, whether we didn't. That's never been the issue. But the thing is, when you got Tom Brady in here, you know, yeah, they were talking about bringing in Josh McDaniel or Josh, whatever the fuck.
He said he wants to coach Brady for a year or two.
What's that?
He said he wants to coach Brady for 2 years in another franchise.
Yeah, dude, I just don't see it happening, bro. Let's
say for shits and giggles, Bill Belichick gets out of his contract and him and Brady fly to LA. And Belichick says, hey, we're going to turn this franchise around and I'm winning you 2 Super Bowls. You either get behind this train or you move aside.
Well, let me just ask you this. If Brady brings his camcorder along with him and he finds a new way to film everybody, I'll get behind that. Okay? Because I don't want Bill Belichick here without the camcorder. So I'm just saying, that's all I'm saying. Just continue to do the shit you were doing over there, and we're fine. You know. But yeah,
what did you see Bill Belichick? I mean, look, here's like the camera thing.
How the fuck did you leave a comment, Steven? I didn't even see you typing.
Oh, I just
goddamn.
Now here's what's funny. What if Bill Belichick's using the camera and all of a sudden the thing breaks in this film?
Yeah.
Ellie Richards like, Belichick's like, yeah. He's like, oh fuck, man, I broke the tape.
Well, then fuck you, get out of here. You know, like I watch your cheating ass. If you were cheating over there in Boston, come over here and cheat. Don't change it. My fucking franchise has 0 fucking Super Bowl wins. I don't care what we got to do, especially if these cocksuckers over here win one this year. I don't want to fucking hear it that we're we're the only team.
Just imagine
the team that doesn't have a ring.
Imagine man, go out, get good players, and win games. That's what we're doing.
I want to cheat, goddammit. We've had good players and we haven't done shit with it.
Could you have as a quarterback?
Hey, KT Kid, could you imagine the rant we would have if Belichick and Brady came in and they started the season off 0-8? Could you?
Oh, I would laugh.
Rants?
Oh, Jesus Christ! I'll be fucking happier shit.
I would do every loss.
You do know this is a Chargers channel. I'm just saying. This is a Chargers channel, even though it doesn't look like it. But start 0-8. Oh, okay.
Would your rants be worse than Rivers?
What's that? Yeah,
what was that, Steven?
Talking at once. What?
Oh, I'll let you go first.
I was just going to say, this is a Chargers channel, but it gets taken over by Chiefs fans every time you do a live stream.
Okay. All right. Let's block them. Okay. Nah, I don't care. It is what it is. Yeah, where the fuck are my... Hey, what happened to all those Charger fans at, dude? Shit. Leaving me out here, you know.
Rest Jesus in peace. Hey, can we have a moment of silence for the Charger fans? Moment.
Well, remember
what Charger fans? There's only one.
Every fan base that comes into the Chargers, it's like you said, it's every other team but not their own. But if you had Brady go there even as an experiment, that's going to bring butts to the seats.
This live stream will be full of Chargers fans right now if you have Brady.
Okay, but again, it's not going to last. Once Brady starts struggling, it's not going to last. So that's what I'm saying. Okay, if Brady does come in here, he's going to have to take a team-friendly contract. I forget who said. I think it was Casey Kidd said he's already not going to do that, right? No. So if he comes in here, he's going to have to take like a $10 million contract.
Okay.
If he really wants to prove something, to do it on his own without Belichick, come here, take a $10 million contract. Yes, we see it. We see that. Okay. Leave it there. Okay, good. So, he's going to have to come here and be a team player, dude, because we're not going to have the money. We're not going to have the money. Go ahead.
You know what I'm going to do if I was the Chargers right now, if I'm Spanos? Listen, I would bring in Tom Brady and sign him, right? 2 years. And then I would go out and hire John Dorsey. Listen, I would have John Dorsey run the same general management position your current general manager is. I know he's better at picking talent from the college ranks.
No.
And I would have Dorsey, and then when Stan Kroenke looks over and he's like, "Well, you haven't been pulling your weight," then I'm gonna have John Dorsey call him and say, we just signed Brady and stuff. Are you gonna pull your weight there, buddy boy, or we're gonna have to drag you along this year? Because y'all both fighting over that stadium. So I would have them go to Crunky and say, look, we pulling our weight. We got our fans. Are you guys gonna pull your weight? Or should you get out of our stadium?
Get your ass out of here.
Hey,
Get your lambs out of here.
All I'm saying, I'll wrap my mind around bringing in Brady.
You know how bad that would hurt the Rams fan base? Because then Chargers fans show up. So Rams aren't, and John Dorsey be like, you pull your weight there, buddy boy? Dan Crunky?
What Rams fan base? What Rams fan base? Where?
And you know what?
Well, they're Niner fans right now.
I would even sign Eli Manning just to piss off Crunky. I'd have Brady and Eli back to back.
Oh, Jesus. You.
No, I can see Crunky hiring Eli Manning to try to back up Tom Brady signing.
Just hire Big Ben as a third string. Fuck it.
Or no, they're bringing Cam Newton.
Yeah, hey, why not? Just have the whole fucking and then bring Phillip Rivers in as
practice squad. Practice squad.
Yeah, and put him on the practice squad. There you go.
Is a sales pitch.
The practice squad.
LA Original, think about this. This could be a sales pitch to the free agency. You get a new stadium, a brand new stadium, not the LA Galaxy. You got a brand new stadium, not the Death Star in Vegas, but the decent stadium. And then you bring Brady in. So then the Rams are under pressure to have to sign somebody. That brings fans back to that stadium.
Skinny.
Yeah, I mean, dude, look, it sounds good in theory, but I'll say one thing that it just ended: Dean Spanos. That's it. He's retarded. If it makes too much sense, he's not going to do it.
Okay,
he knows damn well. That's what I'm saying, dude. No, not next year. I think the year after that. Yeah.
Imagine this.
It'll be every 4 years. So
imagine this. Dun 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 dun. Watch the Chargers and Tom Brady take on Eli Manning and the Rams. Oh my Monday Night Football.
Can you do that again? That was great.
Dun, 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 Tom Brady and the LA Chargers take on Eli Manning and the LA Rams live on Monday Night Football.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh my God!
You put the footage right on John Dorsey. Ready for football, buddy boy?
Jesus Christ.
Eli Manning. Wow. That was funny, Steven.
Eli Manning.
That would be a rematch of the Super Bowl, but in LA. Now for LA. You're talking about.
You know what?
Yeah. They'll be bringing them two out in wheelchairs.
Shit.
Fucking catheters and shit and bedpans.
Catheters?
Phillip Rivers could wipe them. There, we'll do that.
They'll have to tell Eli Manning twice if you win.
No,
you
Phillip
won the
Rivers.
Super Bowl. He'll be like, huh? They'll be like, you won the Super Bowl.
No, Phillip Rivers will be the head official.
Oh. Gosh darn it. Yeah, God dang it. Man, you know what? I gotta say, I'm like, and then obviously the rivalry. There's unfinished business there with Tom Brady and and you know what? We play the Patriots next year. That's the other thing. There's unfinished business with the Chiefs. So I mean, like I said, though, man, I'll believe it when I see it.
Unfinished business. When the hell has it ever not been unfinished business with the Chargers?
There ain't no finish, man. There is no business. There's just us beating your ass, and that's it.
I think that with the Chiefs.
I know. That's what I'm saying. When have you ever?
No.
Tom Brady.
Well,
okay.
Here's what would be a worst case scenario is if Tom Brady signs with the Rams.
Nah, they won't do that. They have too much invested in Jared.
Yeah, didn't they sign Jared Goff?
Jack
like a big deal?
Whatever his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fucked. That's why I say the Rams are fucked.
Oh,
Hey,
They would have to
the
cut him,
NFC,
but then they won't have money to sign anybody.
yeah.
If Brady goes to the NFC,
I mean, like I said, man, I'm just a battered. I'll believe it when this team, like I said, when Dean Spanos came out and he shot down those rumors to London, I kind of had hope, and I said, you know what? Hey, I'll give it to him. You know, he's coming out of that rock he's under, but you know, not firing Anthony Lynn concerns me. And that just makes me believe that what this team is going to do, they're going to run with everything we did this year. We're going to re-sign Phillip Rivers, and that's, you know, Jesus Christ. So I'll believe it when I see it. But I don't know. But yeah, like you said, dude, they got to figure something out with that stadium. Going into that, I believe 90,000 fucking seat stadium. Could you imagine 90,000 seat stadium? Jesus.
Oh, that's a lot of
could you
fucking
imagine
seats.
This team?
What's the name of the new stadium?
What's
the name of the new stadium?
SoFi Stadium. But let's just say Kansas City gets it done. They win the Super Bowl. And just imagine that stadium when the Chiefs come to play in LA. Jesus fucking Christ. You know? So yeah, Chargers are gonna have to do something, dude. They're gonna have to do something.
This is a nice stadium.
If that actually happens this year, the one thing that I'll be looking forward to the most is how just on edge Bronco fans are gonna be. Because
they'll be like
there would be a high probability that the Chiefs would go back there and then do it again, do a back-to-back, and Bronco fans would hate that because that's like an exclusive club to them. Yeah. You know, they have back-to-back fucking rings. So if the Chiefs win it this year, just watching the Bronco fans like tiptoe all fucking year long around the kingdom, hoping and praying that they don't go back and do it again a second time because they know they're just one of the few clubs to be able to do that shit.
But no, they'll be like,
right there.
They'll be like, it's about time you got a Lombardi. It's been 50 years. Where the fuck you been? They'll do that fucking shit.
Catch up.
Well, I'll have plenty to say.
Catch up.
Yeah, we just got to do it first, you know.
Hey, wouldn't it be cool though, if just hypothetically, like the Raiders signed Cam Newton, Chargers signed Brady, then you got Mahomes, and then I don't know
That'd
if
be awesome.
That'd be perfect,
dude.
Perfect.
Imagine how the hate weeks would be.
Oh, it'd be perfect as fuck. We'd own every one of them.
Hey, let's not count out. Hey, Cam Newton might not be done though, but. You know, I mean, how good was he to begin with? So,
dude, if he goes to the Raiders, it's a downgrade from Derek Carr.
Yeah, well, definitely. But, you know, the Raiders, I don't know, dude. I think the AFC West has a potential next year. I thought that this year, so we saw how that fucking happened, how that worked out. But I think the AFC West should be pretty competitive next year. But, yeah. I mean, yeah, we're chasing the fucking Kermit the Frog. And, you know, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Hey, we'll take Tom Brady. I'll take him for the year or two, whatever. And we got to draft a quarterback. We got to get a quarterback at 6 or trade up.
Who do you, Justin Herbert, right? You're still on him?
Well, that's what I was like. I don't know, dude. Watching this Tua guy. Yeah. What struck me about Tua that I like is his attitude. And seeing his tape, I mean, dude, he looks identical to Kyler Murray, a taller version. And I believe he's left-handed. I heard somebody say that. And that's exactly what the NFL needs right now. But he's got a hell of an arm, too. It seemed like, you know.
Yeah, you're right.
But, yeah, I just liked his attitude. So that's why I was saying, well, he's not in here now, but the Chargers – that's what would be interesting is if the Chargers trade up with the Giants at number 4. Last time that happened, that was the Eli Manning, and we traded for number 4 for Phillip Rivers. So it's kind of ironic that the Giants have that number 4 because we would have to jump over Miami. So I don't know, man. It's crazy. I'm glad I'm not in charge of this shit because I wouldn't be able to sleep. Yeah, Miami's at 5. they're taking a quarterback for sure. So, I mean, yeah, Miami has more assets to trade if they want to move up. But the first 3 picks of the draft should be a lock. They should be a lock. It's going to be the quarterback, Joe Burrow, Chase Young, and the lineman from Georgia with Detroit. I forget his name. Thomas. Those should be 3. Yeah, so the draft is going to start the 4th pick. So we'll see what happens, But then again, if the Chargers don't, they do their typical shit, not be aggressive, not do anything like they've been doing, then we're fucked. That's why I'll believe it when I see it.
Hey, tell Ocean to get in the chat room, man.
I don't know. Tell Oceanside what?
Tell Oceanside to come in the chat room, man.
Is there a delay? Am I having a delay, or is there?
No,
there isn't a delay.
I just now got the comments.
Yeah, there's like a little bit of a delay.
Oh, okay.
Jump in, bro, but you got to take that San Diego shit off.
He said it was Andrew Thomas, that guy from Georgia.
Yeah, Thomas, yeah. So I think those are the first 3 picks of the draft for sure. I know Detroit needs, unless they go quarterback and throw a wrench and everything, but I doubt it.
They might, because I don't know if they trust Stafford. I don't know if they trust Matthew Stafford. They might trade quarterback and really fuck you.
Yeah, but then again, they might be willing to trade the 3rd pick. Because right now, after the first 2, or if they trade back, let's say the Chargers or Dolphins or whatever, they trade back, they'll still get Andrew Thomas because the Dolphins could go quarterback. The Giants, obviously, they're not, but Dolphins will go quarterback. Most teams will go quarterback, so it'd be smart for Detroit to trade back. What happens, man? I don't know.
I think the Chargers do need the money in the free agency to sell that new stadium. I don't think y'all just go in that new stadium without some big marquee free agent.
Well, that's the thing. The free agent market is not very good. Nobody. You have Dak Prescott rated as the top free agent this year.
Yeah, there's nobody. There's nobody that can make an impact on this team. AJ Green is like top 5, so that already tells you. Yeah, there's not. There's guards. There's guards that could help the Chargers. That Brandon Street or whatever from Washington, that guy could help, but there's no big impact player.
Okay, well, maybe the Chargers should sign several free agents and just say, hey, look, this is the pieces we're adding.
Yeah, they should. They have to, dude. This is what we should have did last year. If we would have added guys like Anthony Barr, dude, that would have been such a huge move.
Because honestly,
we didn't,
I don't think your tickets are going to sell without Phillip Rivers being part of that integral, even if it's on a 1-year deal.
Did you say Phillip Rivers or what? I missed that.
I said that if you're going to that new stadium without Phillip Rivers, I don't know if you're going to be able to sell that to your fan base.
Yeah,
encouraging them to come to the game.
Well, yeah, but you know what, man? Those Phillip Rivers fans can go suck a dick, because they'll still stand behind Phillip Rivers, and it's like, how the fuck do you still stand behind him? Because he cried at a press conference. Shut the fuck up, dude. No offense to anybody that is a Phillip Rivers fan, but it's just like, dude, if you are so blinded by the fact that he still loves San Diego to still want to support him after he single-handedly fucked us so many times this year, then that's your fucking problem. You know what I mean? Go root whatever fucking team he ends up with, just get the fuck out of here and don't come back if we start fucking winning, just be gone with it. Just be done. You're done. Be gone. Oh, bye. We got 10 people. We don't need you. We do, but fuck them. What's the name?
Oceanside just said one player can make a difference. Honestly, I don't see why the Chargers shouldn't at least entertain the arrival of Tom Brady. Let's say if Brady does call, I would entertain it and say, you know what, dude, we need something to revive this fan base. There's just people not coming to this game. You want to brand yourself? LA is a perfect place to do that. We'll make a shoe endorsement. We'll get you some endorsements going. This is the package we'll present to you, sort of like what happened to LeBron. Come here, get you on a 2-year deal. You're automatically starting. Philip, you're done, and then we'll go from there.
He's the perfect quarterback.
Well, like I said,
that picked by the Chiefs twice a year.
Block him. No, but seriously, this is LA. The Chargers need to fucking start using that. You know, they need to start now. Now, I'll be honest though, LA doesn't have the stigma that it once had. You know, not a lot of people want to come here because they're bitching about the tax. So there's other things that are keeping. And I'll be honest, dude, LA's a shithole now. It's not like it was in the 80s or even the 90s. You know, it's like, dude, this fucking city is gone. What's that?
It's not like the Clippers or the Lakers where they can lure people in. This is like a different scenario.
Well, and to be honest, though, okay, the Clippers and Lakers, dude, the only reason the Clippers did anything is because the Lakers got Anthony Davis. If the Lakers would have never got Anthony Davis, I guarantee you the fucking Clippers would have not got Kawhi Leonard. So it was kind of like a domino effect. But, I mean, you know, again, before that, nobody really wanted to come here. I mean, yeah, we got LeBron, but, I mean, you know, like I said, dude, I just think
Final Four or Western Conference Finals.
What was that?
Everyone's talking about Lakers and Clippers in the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, they're not going to beat us in a 7-game series. I told that to Ash Rader. You can talk about the fucking meaningless regular season games, but dude, the Clippers are not going to beat us. But to finish that point, though, dude, like LA doesn't have the stigma it used to. There's fucking, you know, everybody talks shit about Baltimore with their rats. Well, you know, LA's having that same fucking we're best, you know.
Okay, but do you think LA
and rats?
Well, LA has to sell a pitch to that new stadium. Do you think this offseason is going to be the most important offseason they've had since they've moved from San Diego in the first place to LA?
Dude, the Chargers' most important offseason was last year. That was important. You had to build on that team because that gave you your best chance to win, and they didn't do it. We signed a backup quarterback and a 36-year-old linebacker. You know, that's what we did. And there was guys that could have helped this team this year, and they didn't do it. Maybe they learned from their mistakes, but nah, I don't know.
Do you think the stadium, though, that they were playing in maybe didn't encourage Spanos to do that?
No, it had nothing to do with that. No, it had nothing to do with that because, like, that's the thing, dude. We're the laughingstock of the NFL. If we would have been, like, okay, last year, yes, we still didn't get the support. Or the year when we went 12-4, we didn't get the support. I'll read that comment in a minute. It's just we didn't. Yeah, there is a delay because we didn't have that bad of support. People were starting to come around. It was still, you know, 50-50 at least. But yeah, all we would have had to do was had another solid, strong season this year. And I guarantee you, because if I recall, dude, that Colts game, beginning of the year was not that bad. Now, granted, the Colts and Chargers have similar, you know, jersey colors and shit, but it wasn't that bad. The support was pretty good, and then we fucking fell off. And like any city, dude, your team starts sucking, you're not going to see the support. So it's magnified here because everybody, you know, they're so pay attention to it. But, you know, any team that sucks dick and is 5-11 is not going to draw a crowd. I don't care where you are. You're in Atlanta, if you're in fucking Miami or whatever, you know? I mean, look at Kansas City. Look at Kansas City when the Minnesota game. Patrick Mahomes wasn't playing. And how many purple?
When duty calls.
All right, Urag, you have a good one, my man.
I'm getting text from Mrs. Urag.
Uh-oh, trouble.
Woo! He'll be back in a minute.
All right, fellas, have a good night, all right?
Good
Later,
talking.
All right, brother. Yeah, dude, like anybody else, it's just, you know, if your team's not good, you're not going to get support. And it's 100 times worse here because it's so obvious. Okay, so Oceanside, you want to get in here? Yeah, I heard about that fucking cornerback, dude. If we take that cornerback from Ohio State, I'm going to break the fucking TV. We don't need a fucking. I mean, we need a cornerback, but you don't take a cornerback that high when you have all the other needs we have, bro. True. But it'll be a Charger move to do that. But yeah, man, it's okay. Let me read that last comment. You got to get players that will attract fans and come to games and win games. If they act like the same old Chargers and don't sign anyone, especially mess up the draft, the fans won't show up. Exactly. You know,
if I'm the Chargers, just hypothetically speaking, and I'm a GM or whatever, in this offseason I'm saying, okay, we're getting a brand new stadium here. How do I sell this pitch to fans to come to this new stadium? Because they got to make that money back. Because they're charging already the taxpayers there a shitload of money to have to pay for that stadium, the renovation, and everything. And I know Stan Kroenke's not going to give him a $1 deal this time, right? So he's probably going to.
No, it's a 10-year contract for $1. So that's the thing about it, dude. There's no money lost for Dean Spanos at all.
Well, maybe that's why there's
at all.
Now that I think about it, maybe there's not going to be pressure for Spanos to have to sign big marquee free agents because they're so goddamn cheap.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. It's nice in theory, but this guy has already proven, dude, he doesn't give a shit.
If Spanos was paying a shitload of money, then I could see him being under pressure to have to sign marquee free agents.
You would, yeah. And, this was a bit of a problem why San Diego stopped supporting them, is because this guy was like, he took that for granted. He's like, well, even if I put a shit product on the field, I still going to get money from all these other teams, all these transplants that are here from other cities. So he still benefited from it, because if the Charger fans didn't show up, the Raider fans would, or the whoever we're playing would show up.
Okay, let's put it like that puts more pressure under Kroenke, though, to have to pull his weight, because if he
that's why when we say, dude, him and Kroenke just didn't. He couldn't have the Raiders here. He knew he couldn't have the Raiders here, so he took the punching bag Chargers. But it might still. Now that was with Kroenke. That's why they were so aggressive, dude, because they thought they got their superstar running back, their decent enough quarterback, their superstar defensive player. You go and give them, Jalen Ramsey. That's like a dynamic. It didn't work out, and that's where Kroenke fucked himself.
And here's where Kroenke could end up fucking himself even more, because you got to get that money back when you get that new stadium. You have to make that money back plus more. And the taxes in Cali are not friendly. So when Stan Kroenke sees that Spanos can't pull his weight, and then he's going to see he can't pull his own weight, and then he's going to say, well, hey, goddamn it, I charged you $1, and you can't bring in any money to help me, buddy boy? And Spanos goes, oh, you never told me I had to, buddy boy. And then now you got two owners that are probably going to end up boxing in the middle of the 50-yard line. At the end
there's going to be a celebrity death match at SoFi Stadium to keep the lights on, and hey, fans are welcome. Fans have to pay $10,000 to join in, and I'll rip that. So here's what I'm going to do. I already got it planned out. I'll rip Stan Kroenke's wig off or toupee off, and I'll shove it up Dean Spanos' ass.
Dude,
and I've been thinking about that for a
cut off at SoFi, and Kroenke comes down there. He's like, "God damn it, Spanos! You fuck right in, buddy boy! Take your ass down here, we're gonna fight." And then Spanos goes, "God damn it, you never told me I had to bring fans here, you motherfucker!" And then you got these two owners, Tweedledee and Tweedledum, are like literally fist fighting, and all the players are just watching, like, let these guys fight.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, dude, it's gonna be that's the thing too. You're gonna see some dumb shit being, this stadium is. They're looking at it. They're calling it like the Mecca of Los Angeles. Like, everything's gonna happen here. NFL offices are gonna be in here. There's gonna be this. There's gonna be that. But at the end of the day, your bread and butter. Hey, Andy Rod, I'm gonna put you on mute, bro. Your dog.
Shut your damn dog up.
Dude, could you see Spanos and Kroenke hosting like a garage sale? They're like, jerseys, 95% off.
We'll give you NFL gear at 90% off. So I get, Stan Kroenke's gonna have to, or Dean Spanos is gonna have to sell some shit, to pay that $1 bill
from China, buddy boy, $9.99, buddy boy.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you know what? And here's the ultimate disrespect. Imagine if the Chargers end up having, when they're there, their team store, they'll have the other team's gear there just to, hey, why not? Let's throw some Chief jerseys in there while the Chiefs are here to play us. Oh my God, dude. Hey, it'll happen. We're gonna be the only team store that has all 32 teams in there because it's the only place.
I can see Dean Spanos with boxes and crates of random jerseys and sizes, not even organized. He's like, "Oh, everything must go, buddy boy. We're trying to get the rights back."
It's pathetic, bro.
This is a badass jersey right here for $9.99.
Yeah. And then he'd be like, "You don't want to give me $9.99? Give me $2. $2.
Give me $2.
Check this out. I don't have $9.99 for that jersey. Well, how much you got on your wallet, buddy boy? I got $1.
That's a month's rent. Month's rent. Here you go, Stan. Keep the change. Yeah.
And then Crunky walks down there. He's walking down there. He's like, "How are them shells going today, buddy boy?"
Yeah.
I bet, sir. He's like, "Goddamn wait, motherfucker."
My name's Tony. I gotta get $2.
Because the Chiefs are coming into town next week, and we gotta sell. We gotta make some money. We're gonna go out of business, motherfucker. Dude, and imagine if Tom Brady's there with the Chargers. You want a Brady jersey? He's like, "Oh, the jersey's like Brady jersey, how much? $9.99. Tom Brady jersey. You want a Brady?" And then they have Phillip Rivers coming in signing jerseys like he's there for autograph. He's like, for $9.99, you get the Phillip Rivers autograph authenticated jersey, powdered.
No. If I'm getting the Rivers jersey, that son of a bitch is free. Or I ain't getting it.
Well, no, I'm gonna say, all right, Phillip Rivers, you gotta pay me to take the jersey. How about that? I want your fucking autograph. You know what I want your autograph on is a fucking check. Give me a fucking check with your autograph. We'll be good. A blank check. I'll fill in the rest. How about that? But then this shit will probably bounce, because it's Phillip Rivers and he has like 37 kids. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oceanside.
Hey, dude, just imagine this. The lights get cut off in SoFi, so they have to do the extension cord and they have to get the car from the fire department.
Yeah. They're going to have the extension cord coming from the, what is it? The Great Western Forum. It's going to be like that. They're going to steal electricity from them because fuck this. We can't pay your light bill.
Who stepped on the cord, buddy boy? Cut off the lights again. What do you want, Thanos? Goddamn lights off. Somebody stepped on the goddamn cord again.
You know what? That'd be a good way to electrocute. Imagine Dean Spanos goes to plug in the cord and he gets electrocuted. I'll be like, "Hey, you got that's beautiful, dude." The Chargers
hell no.
Oh my God.
Hey, Elliot Original, the Chargers should hire you as the owner. That would have been sick.
Hey, bro, you know what? Let's chip in. How much money you guys got? Let's go. Let's buy this team. Let's save these votes. Shut up, Casey.
We'll have
what? I didn't say
that.
The
head coach.
Or no, not Casey.
Thunderbolt as the offensive coordinator. And who else? Who else do we have?
We gotta get Steven Rose as he could be the PA announcer.
Yeah,
he'll be the one calling the players.
No, that's my job.
He's gonna call everybody buddy boy.
Do that.
Hey, I'm an actual PA announcer for my high school.
Okay, you're gonna call everybody an asshole.
Hey, don't be surprised if you see Stan Kroenke and Spano main event in a WrestleMania one year. Like this.
Hey, I'll take it. If WrestleMania, you know it's gonna happen. WrestleMania happens. It's gonna come to LA. There you go. Hey, that's a down payment. I'll take it.
I got one for WrestleMania. I got one.
Hey, would you go see that match, Casey Kid, if it was in your town, Spanos versus Kroenke at WrestleMania?
Oh, fuck yes. Shit, yes.
Hey, I got another match. We can have
to win that fight.
We'll have I got one. Seth Cisneros versus Chief Reg in WrestleMania.
Ooh.
Sev versus who? Chief Urag.
Chief Urag.
Chief.
I wanted to see that.
No. Oceanside, hold on. It's not Sev versus Urag. It's Bronc Nuts versus Urag.
Oh! I'll pay money to see
Sev.
that. I'll pay money to see that.
I'd rather see Sev because Bronc Nuts. Nah, I don't want to see two old guys. Let's get the young guy in there, and let's get the Urag is gonna be. I'm gonna take. I'll tell you what. He's gonna drink a 40. Sam's gonna take that 40 from his mouth. And plus he pissed off Sev with the whole "what you say about Pat Bowling?" And yeah. I'd rather see Urag and Sev get in the match.
Or you can do me versus Tyson.
You, and then you're gonna do your damn snow angel, so that's gonna be your move. I don't know.
Or you can do me. You can do me versus Steven. Let's fucking go. Two big guys going in.
Then you guys bust out. Who can do 25 push-ups faster?
Right?
Yeah.
And they have a big battle royal. That'd be cool.
And then me and CA, but my face is gonna be blurred. But no one's gonna see it. CA's like, I can finally get to see his face, and then it's still blurred. Yeah,
just stick a bag over your face.
You got Tyrod Taylor at backup, right?
Yeah.
So would you be comfortable? Let's say worst case scenario, y'all draft and y'all don't get Tom Brady, but y'all get a draft. Y'all draft the quarterback.
That's what I've been saying.
Would you want Justin Herbert to start opening day, or would you want Tyrod Taylor?
No. If we take a quarterback, okay, let's change it. Okay, WrestleMania talk done. Okay, I got it. No, if we get a quarterback, you got to sit him. You got to sit him the first year. You just have to. You cannot rush him, especially, being that Anthony Lynn most likely will not be back after next year. He better not be. We got Tyrod Taylor, but to Steven's point, we can't roll into that new stadium with Tyrod Taylor as our quarterback. I understand that, So, in my opinion, we're a playoff team even with Tyrod. If we keep Hunter Henry, we keep, Tyrod. We bring in, like I said, that dude Brandon Shreve from Washington. I would like if we drafted that dude Andrew Thomas, but I don't think that's going to happen. But I still think this is a playoff. It's not the sexy pick. It's not, but, we'll just see what happens. But, yeah, like I said, to that point, though, you got to bring in an impact player. The only one in free agency right now would be Tom Brady. Get the media going, But, again, This is Dean Spanos, dude. It's I'll believe it when I see it. But, again, there's no incentive for him winning.
I think
there's not.
I think Kroenke fucked himself hardcore on this deal because not only did he charge him $1, so that means Kroenke has to pull his weight. He actually has to draw on the fans.
Yeah.
Spanos is under no pressure for $1 rent.
Now, here's the thing with Kroenke though. But here's my other thought process. Right. Dean Spanos is just going to run this team into the ground. It's just plain and simple. He's going to do it. He's going to force the NFL to step in. Right? Move them back to San Diego only if they get a brand new stadium. And I think there might be something along the lines that'll make that happen, dude. And he doesn't care because he's not losing money right now. He's just not. So I think there's something like that could happen, dude. They'll move back. And you know what? I'm fine with that. Just as long as this team stays the Chargers, I'll follow them to fucking San Antonio. I'm fine with that. But I'm just saying, I think there's something under the, behind the curtain, dude, that no one is seeing. There's a scheme. The NFL, we all know, is fucking money hungry. NFL is not going to allow a team to be as piss poor as the Chargers are. But I think if the Chargers go out and they fucking fuck up another free agency, then there's got to be something that's in the works with moving this team back. Now, do I think San Diego will support this team more than LA? Probably not, because they've given up. They've already, I don't know. there's no way that San Diego will support this team with Dean Spanos there. So they're gonna have. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Hey, my friend Samantha, who's a Chargers fan who lives in Austin, I asked her to submit me a question. She said she has a question for the panel because I'm gonna let her see this video. She said, "Do you see when Phillip Rivers was crying in the press conference? Was that a sign that he knows he's leaving? At least, maybe not retiring. He just won't be a Charger anymore.
Yeah.
Yep.
You think maybe they told him that before?
Yeah. I think he knows. You know, but do I think he knows? You know, it's just like anybody. I mean, yeah, it's because obviously the question of retirement came up. You know, this was such a shitty year. So I think it was just a whole bunch of things. But, I mean, like I said, though, dude, that'd be the best case scenario for the Chargers if he moved on from him, regardless. But will they? I don't know. I don't know.
She also said that she agrees with me that she doesn't see Tyrod Taylor being able to sell tickets in the stadium, especially getting a new stadium, that it will not intrigue fans to come.
Well, sure. No. Sure. No,
but again, though. Yeah, go ahead, Casey Kid.
No, it was like you're going to say. Of course, he's not going to be able to sell tickets. He's not a marquee quarterback. He's not a Patrick Mahomes. He's not a Deshaun Watson. He's not a Tom Brady. He's just not that guy. He's not that guy to go out there and sell tickets. That's the way it is.
No,
I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback. He's just not a marquee quarterback that you want to die to see at a game.
Well, this is where I come back into the thing where I say, you know what, he could still lead this team to a playoff game. It's not going to matter. I understand that. But like I said, I don't think Dean Spanos' concern right now is selling tickets. You know, I don't think he cares about that. And if he doesn't care about this team, then he's not going to, you know, then he'll prove it through free agency and not address this offensive line. And, you know, so that's why it's like I'm skeptical, dude. I really am. I really think like I said, if the Chargers just come out and they don't do absolutely nothing again, when you have $60 million in cap space, last year we had about roughly $30 million in cap space. Double. So not a whole lot of money to do anything, but you could have still brought in guys, you know, and they chose not to. So, dude, I don't know. I don't know, man.
She said when Kroenke paired up with the Spanos family, would the Spanos family have been under more pressure to do more if they would have never paired up in another stadium with another owner? In other words, if the Chargers would have had their own stadium in L.A., let's just say hypothetically speaking, would the Spanos family be forced into having to make more moves to be more aggressive?
If it was his money, yeah.
Absolutely it would.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If it was his money, if it was taxpayers' money,
no.
He's such a snake, dude. He would probably still do the same shit. He got his new you know, he's such a snake, dude. Like I'm telling you, dude, it's not like me just being a bitter fan. He's a piece of shit, dude. He really is. He really is a money hungry little fucking.
She said Dean Spanos is the kind of guy to rip somebody off on a light bill and then try to pay it 5 days after it's due.
Yeah.
He's a bum, bro. He's a bum.
She also said that when Kroenke offered it for $1, she said she could just see the fucking snakes coming out of him. His eyes lit up like gold, knowing he was saving money.
Yeah, because he didn't care about, you know, he just cared about, well, I'll go to LA, I'll draw fans regardless because they'll be the other team's fans. More money in his pocket, you know. So, you know, yeah, bro, it's bad, you know. And like I said, the only way we'll get out of this nightmare is if somebody records them saying some racial shit.
She said that the Spanos, the way they put the Chargers through almost seems like a reality show, like some sort of comedy hour, like a stand-up comedy hour. Like
that's a good comparison.
Waiting
for
a hell of
a comparison.
Saturday Night Live gig, you know?
Yep. No, it's true. That's a true statement. And I don't think LA can argue that. That's a good analogy.
We're the punchline, dude. We're the you know, the Bengals went 2-14, and you know, they probably have one of the most miserable franchises in all the sports, but right now we're below them. You know, we're below the shittier of the shit right now.
See, the thing is, the Bengals, at least they have an excuse because they're in a city that doesn't have a high expectation like Cincinnati. But you go to LA, that's the LA market.
Yeah. But I mean, the thing is, too, last year, because I've always said this from the beginning: is win and you're in. So if you win in LA, dude, they'll come around. It's just unfortunately when we were winning, so were the Rams. So it was kind of like, it was like this real battle, like a tug of war, and the fucking Rams went to the Super Bowl. And again, like my outlook was, dude, the Rams went to the Super Bowl. This is where you answer back, being the Chargers, and go out and be aggressive in free agency. Trade up for a player in the draft if you see someone worth it. The Chargers did the absolute opposite of that, dude. Yeah, we signed 2 players, didn't make a single trade during draft day. We're the only team in the NFL that made not one trade during the draft. I mean, the writing's on the wall.
He could have probably gotten John Taylor, though.
But I'm just saying.
Jaron James.
Yeah, that's who we should have took, especially with how the season ended. I'm not done on Jerry Tillery. I think, he was showing signs, so we'll see. Give it another year. And we'll see.
I mean, that's just how the draft works, It's like a 50-50 chance they'll make an impact in the NFL,
Yeah, and I had that Jaganoff in here, dude, and he wasn't too – I mean, he said he's all right, Jawan Taylor, but all right is great on the Chargers line, with how bad we were. But, dude, we just I don't know, man. Like I said, at some point you got to just learn this is your team. Patriots have a dynasty for 20 years. At some point, the Chargers will have their time. But what decade are we talking about? We're talking about, 30 years from now.
Like 90 years old?
Yeah.
2050s. 2050s.
I want to see this team win a Super Bowl. I've always said that before I die. I'm 35 years old now. I'm like, damn, I'm getting pretty close to that, time's running out. That fucking, I don't know, man. Right now, we're off.
Imagine if Crookie and Spanos gets into it, and then Spanos goes, I'm getting out of my deal, goddammit. Where the fuck you think you're going at, Spanos? You can't walk out on me. I'm going fuck you, man. I'm in the galaxy. I don't need you.
Yeah, and then Spanos comes back. He's hitchhiking to go to San Diego. Everybody says, fuck off. He wants to get those movers. San Diego wouldn't even move them, dude. They said, nope, go get your movers from LA. Dude, he's not welcome anywhere. He's the Benedict Arnold. I heard you bring that up, and the dude didn't know who it was. He's the Benedict Arnold of the NFL, bro.
He makes Donald Sterling look like fucking Einstein,
He makes who?
Oh my god!
Donald Sterling look like Einstein,
Yeah. Dude, they're cut from the same cloth, dude. Seriously, greedy fucking bastards that won't, And it's funny, but I think they both made their money in real estate, if I'm not mistaken, too. Yeah, that's another thing that they did. Funny, they're like fucking identical. They're identical, and unfortunately, to this team, that's the thing. You got to get. It's not a San Diego curse. It's not a Charger curse. It's the Dean Spanos curse, the Spanos family curse.
Yeah, the McNair family is really almost the same as the Spanos family. The only difference is that Bob McNair, before he died, he actually did sign Jay. It was his call to sign JJ to the $100 million deal. So he finally had to bend his arm on there and pay the man. But he's been known for being greedy as well. He doesn't even like football, to be honest with you. He knows nothing about it. He has no football background or nothing.
Well, and then, that's the thing, too, dude. You can't hold the owner responsible for that. But what you do got to tell the owner, you got to put the right people in charge. You got to, not everybody's a Jerry Jones.
I understand it's all about money, so I get not everybody has the $2-3 billion to just buy a team. But, if you're going to own a team in the NFL, shouldn't you have some sort of background?
You should.
Yeah.
You should. But, hey, if you could be president and have no political background, I mean, you can fucking just go ahead. The Kardashians could buy the fucking Chargers soon enough. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine? I mean, dude, it's funny. But the fucking fact is, that could actually happen, dude. Oh, my God. Dude, those bitches will be in the locker room all the fucking time seeing all that, free. They'll be in the showers. They'll be, But I'm telling you, dude, the fucking Kardashians can own a football team. you know, with the amount of money they got. You know, so yeah, anybody could buy a team. I get it, but yeah, dude. I mean, if you want to return on your investment,
who's the head coach of the Chargers right now?
What's that?
Who's the head coach of the Chargers?
Anthony Lynn.
Do you like Anthony Lynn?
No, I think he should have fired him. You should have fired him. You gotta. That's what I'm saying, dude. You can't be in this fucking small market type shit right now. Anthony Lynn had no control over this team. He had no control over this team, and we went 5-11. That's why I said in a comment, dude, we're the only team that could have to be Super Bowl favorites and then go 5-11 and they keep everybody. We're the only team that'll do that. You know? And like I said, dude, prove me wrong. Well, they've already said Anthony Lynn's coming back. I could already tell you. Gus Bradley's going to come back.
Ooh.
You know?
And let's not forget we're keeping the same offensive coordinator.
Yeah, we'll probably bring back Shane fucking Stankin, which, you know, again, this is exactly what, nickel and diming everybody.
It seems like he's getting some cheap discount.
He does. That's why Tom Telesco was brought in. You don't bring anybody that has a resume. You bring in these fucking nobodies, you know, and that's what the Chargers have done. Now, since I can remember, dude, we had Bobby Beathard as our GM in the 90s. He got into the Hall of Fame, but not because of what he did with the Chargers, because of what he did with Washington. You know, then after him was the great John Butler. Hey, they actually spend money for a GM. He fucking dies. You know, it's like, fuck the luck we have. And we bring in his fucking protege, which is AJ Smith, and he did okay for a little bit. But again, he was this yes man. We draft these players, develop them. We're the fucking Oakland A's of the NFL. Get these guys, develop them, get them good, and they go get paid by somebody else.
Preach.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Sounds like the Royals too.
The Royals. I was going to say Royals, but you know, I mean, Oakland A's, any small market team. And okay, you're San Diego, fine. You know, but now you're in LA. What's the excuse? You know, so it's just fucking reality, bro. Like this team is just fucked until
you don't see the Chargers making any moves this offseason. Like that's the feeling you got.
Nah. To be honest with you, we could pray and hope, and we could talk about, okay, we're going to go out and do this, but at the end of the day, it's more likely that we do absolutely nothing. You know, Dean Spanos. Well, let's develop Trenton Scott. Give him a 30.
Oh my God, Trent Scott.
And you know what?
Worst enemy, Trent fucking Scott.
Yeah, and you know what? We'll have an offensive line of Sam Tevy. Trent Scott will be moved to right guard. Scott Quisenberry as our center. Dan fuck you Feeney at left guard, and then you know,
Trey Pipkins.
Trey Pipkins. Oh my fucking God! Can you imagine that? Because fucking Russell Kuhn will have another blood clot and we'll be out for 6 months.
Resign DJ Fluker.
No, that actually
DJ Fluker's playing with the Seahawks. He's playing all
right. But I'll tell you what, DJ Fluker will be an improvement to this line. That's how bad it is. You know? Yeah, man. It's just
we have to restart this offensive line.
Like I said, bro, it's nice to think in theory. You're moving into a new stadium. You're doing this. You're doing that. But if the Rams getting to the Super Bowl didn't motivate this team to do anything, going into a new stadium won't. And it's just a fact, dude. It's a fact. Any Charger fan, you could try to sit there and call me a fake fan, or you could say I don't. But no, dude. Reality is reality. Alex Spanos has owned this team since '84, right? We went to 1 Super Bowl. We've probably been to the playoffs, give or take, 6 times, right? I was born in '84. I'm 35 years old. 6 playoff appearances in 35 years.
Damn, that's it?
Hey, welcome to my world, bro.
Yeah, well, you know.
I thought you'll have more than that.
I mean, they probably do. I'm just saying. It's probably if there's more, there's not much more. Okay. In my lifetime, the Chargers have been to the playoffs, or in my lifetime, since '94. Obviously, they went to the Super Bowl in '94. Didn't do anything else in the '90s, right? They went to the playoffs, I want to say 2004. Or I don't know really what they did in the '80s. I know there was fucking constant battles with the Raiders. But let's just say, okay, let's say they went to the playoffs let's give them at least twice in the 80s, which I really don't know. Then they went in 94. I think they went in 90. They went in 92 and 94. That's 4 times, let's say. Then they went in 04. That'll give them 5 playoff. 06, 07, 08, 09. Okay, they've been there a little. They've been there a little bit more, but we haven't done shit. That's the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know, we either go one and out, one and done, or we fucking, you know.
Yeah, you want to talk about playoff appearances? Since I became a fan, 2001, 2003, 2010, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 7 years. So there you go. 7 playoff appearances in 18 years that I've been a fan.
6 and 18 for me.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, you guys don't have an owner that's just gonna. See, the thing is, dude, if the Chargers, if let's just say we kept everybody except him, dude. If we would have kept a Vincent Jackson rather than continue, dude, we've been trying to replace Vincent Jackson since he left. That's why I think we took Mike Williams. You know what? There's no one watching this, so I'm gonna just, or you upload these. But you don't need to upload this, Steven, because it's at 2 hours, so it's gonna.
If you want, you can end it now, and then I may upload it to my channel within a day or so.
Yeah, however you want. But yeah, I'm just gonna, so the time don't stop.